Aquaponics is a farming method that combines the benefit of both aquaculture and hydroponics. It is one of the most sustainable yield increasing ways of agriculture spreading around the globe and poised to be adapted in Asian countries thanks to the employment of high-tech systems and process knowledge. Sri Lanka has been a country that has represented the agricultural field from the beginning of time. When introducing such a complicated and foreign method of aquaculture to Sri Lanka, it was vital to adapt to the context and the people of the area in order to assure that such a cutting-edge technique would survive once implemented. Dambulla is Sri Lanka's central farming district, home to the country's largest convocation of growers in the agricultural field. Despite the fact that the area employs more than 73% of agricultural population, due to financial and knowledge barriers, not all communities in this area would be open to an immediate shift in agricultural practices. Therefore, the Dambulla Aquaculture Village was chosen as its primary user due to its low economic status in comparison to other communities and prior experience in an aquaponic related industry to have an easier time grasping this new agricultural approach. The water quality of the area, which ensures the success of aquaponic farming, was an added benefit to the process. As a solution, an aquaponic center was to be created in Sri Lanka in conjunction with Cinnamon Hotels and Nectar with the aim of bringing aquaponics in a cost-effective and locally based manner while delivering a sense of social empowerment to the residents. The project's goal is to spread aquaponics across the country in 3 stages. The first stage is to expand as a domestic enterprise within the poorer aquaculture communities by establishing a self-employment system that will eliminate poverty challenges. The success of the aquaculture sector would later spark interest in other agricultural organizations, increasingly becoming more popular in Dambulla. Finally, the effort aims to increase public awareness with the goal of becoming a regional agricultural practice that is employed across the country. The center acts as a platform for village-based learning and an awareness center for the public following the concept of an experiential journey. The organic farm with curb pathways provide an informal route that slowed down the journey so the visitors could enjoy the various varieties of displayed aquaponics while engaging with the community. The journey of experiences, as mentioned in the concept, comprises of 4 stages: research and understanding, the corporate space where the village community and other enthusiasts would be facilitated. From this stage onwards, there will be a collaboration of the public within the design. Process and production, the space where aquaponics and aquaculture would be practiced in many stages and methods. Sustenance, the area that aid in the system's sustenance such as a restaurant, produce market and packaging unit. Recreation, added space that have a connection to the facility but also support the surrounding villages. The diversity of approaches of aquaponics in the center are of varying affordability and practicality to provide options for domestic practice. The main system used is the basic ebb and flow system in which water from the tanks is fed to the plants and filtered through the planting beds before being recycled back to the tanks. The second type of aquaponics used is the mixed system. The third is the cheapest alternative of practicing directly upon the given water source, being the Ibang Katwa tank. To establish a self-sustaining system, the waste generated will be utilized to make fish feed right at the institute. In addition to this, the grown fish is returned to Nectar and the food is sold at the market and Helabojun, with the excess being purchased by hotel cooperatives to ensure sustenance. The form of the design has been influenced by 6 main elements: the relationship between the human and the environment, stages of the journey, relationship to the context, the question of method, the journey experienced by public, and types of aquaponics. The entrance to the design faces the Ibang Katwa main road. The facilitation center is a facility that provides a consultation room, changing and lunch facilities, as well as a single accommodation unit for trainees and staff, with the main staff and community entrance facing the major Ibang Katwa road. The area highlighted in green is 2 feet above the ground level, creating an elevated platform for trainees. Behind the platform is a services unit where facilitations for minor staff and other technical and mechanical services are provided with easy access to the service road. The public would enter the private road and follow the open-sky curb pathway, which would gradually fall 3 feet down to a display area of the aquaculture tanks. The ground-level display space is visible from this area, encouraging the public to come for more information about the process. The public may also enjoy a wonderful view to the tank from this location. The level difference between the exhibition room, aquaculture walkthrough and the training platform is readily visible in the portion cut along this section. This difference in level allows the audience to view the tanks as ponds and aquariums, which are connected by self-explanatory colored piping networks. As the aquaculture tanks are placed open to sky, factors such as rain and evaporation have been considered in the design. Returning from this area, the pathway would then lead the public towards the growing area. The growing area consists of a greenhouse that houses all of the germination pods and flora utilized in research. Planters arranged in a fingerprint pattern that provide a distinctive public display, and a second filtration blade planters that assure water purification before sump collection. The plants will continue to be fed by colored pipes to help the public understand the need of water recycling. As the public experiences this space, they are open to views of the packaging unit. This area also accommodates maintenance space for all equipment used. The planting arrangement seen here is set in a fingerprint pattern, allowing easy public access while the trainees operate in between the spaces, and each planter is covered for weather protection. As indicated, a corridor is provided for rubbish collection and equipment washing for ease of maintenance. The public then enters the public facilitation area by a colonnade where they will find a helibujun and public restrooms, as well as a few different aquaponic techniques and a green wall on exhibit. Located behind the helibujun are a few services and a medical unit area. The public may enter through a colonnade into a place where in-tank aquaponics is performed and go along a green wall passage before accessing the helibujun restaurant, which is located below the administration unit and has direct views to the Ibbankatwa tank. The journey continues to the lake shore, where floating platform enables activities such as fishing, sightseeing and extensive in-tank aquaponics within the confined enclosure. The route then leads to a bridge where you can see some of the greatest vistas in the region. This section depicts the cascading steps that lead to the floating platform where the fishing, sightseeing are possible. The fishermen utilize a low-cost approach of in-tank aquaponics within the confined area. The last space the public interacts with on the return journey is the produce market, where produce brought from domestic aquaponics is sold. After exploring these beautiful recreational garden spaces, the public is led to the bridge connected to the boat island to encourage exploration of the context, and the public can return to the vehicular park, bringing the journey to an end. The produce market in this area has been situated at a lower contour from the road in order to face the wonderful views of the lake and face the islands, encouraging the public to go on boat excursions. In terms of sustainability within the design incorporates rammed earth, a cost-effective and environmentally sustainable material. It is also completely recyclable and directly sourced from Dambulla. With the use of natural material and cross-ventilation, most of the design runs on natural cooling methods. Another factor is the recycling of water from the Ibbankatwa tank for the needs of the services. The repurposing of all vegetative waste generated for fish feed contributes to the sustainability of the design. As a conclusion, in understanding how the design element facilitates social empowerment, at an initial stage, rammed earth walls for the structure will be built up by a community effort, giving them an opportunity of grasping a new life skill. The training program only provides training of a cost-effective method that is self-sufficient and could be used in a local context to ensure that the domestic practice would be successful. Overall, the institute would provide instructions to start a domestic practice, and the opportunity would be provided for the produce to be bought by hotels, ensuring that those who enter into the aquaponics profession have a consistent income after their training. By extending the design to include recreational activities, this encourages commercial prospects in the local area and provides income opportunities. In terms of structure, the design has undulating rammed earth walls that support a recessed timber roof, emphasizing the exterior walls. Wall recessed lights illuminate both the internal and outdoor routes, adding to the structure's simplicity. Overall, by choosing this specific location to implement a new form of agriculture and introduce the public to this previously unexplored area of Dambulla, the community and its setting gain a sense of empowerment. And with that, I'll conclude my presentation by saying that this building serves as a statement stressing the significance of its purpose as well as a beautiful location to the environment and society. And I believe that the development of a bigger and brighter picture starts here.